What's going on, everybody? Long time no see. So it's been a while since I pumped out any sort of a video or anything like that, so I figured what I'll do is I'll just throw up a little handgun collection video because it's been a while since we've done anything. I've got a few projects in the works. I'm sorry it does take some time. I'm sure most of my Canadian brethren know that with everything going on in the political climate, it's been a little hectic up here in Canada, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. So before I get into this really quick, so there's three things. They're all unloaded, obviously. Keep the comment section clean. The last time I posted a video like this, I got attacked for not owning like revolvers or CZs. Guys, we're all on the same side, I would remind you. So there's no reason to yell at me, swear at me, like what kind of a fucking idiot doesn't own CZs or this, and that. So please keep the comment section clean. And if I don't own a gun you don't, or you love that I don't, I mean, you know what? You know, some people like Ford, some people like Chevy, some people like Dodges. Maybe just accept that, okay? All right. So, I've drastically downsized my collection. I used to have pretty much 3 of everything you see on the table, but there's just no reason for it. So I've downsized the collection. I've downsized the quantity. Like I had certain guns that I bought. They sat in the safe for over a year, and I never touched them. So every gun you see on the table is a shooter. These are ones that I use, with the exception of the one up top. That one's more for the collection. But anywho, let's just dive right into it. So up first, we've got a 9mm Beretta PX4 Storm. Fair bit of work done to that. So I've got the adjustable rear sight with the fiber optic front. It's got the competition trigger group inside. Talon Pro Series grip. Large mag release. And then the low profile wings for the safety. But I've converted this to the G model, so it's the decock only. That one's 9mm. Up next is my workhorse. So this is a Beretta 92X full size. This is the first gen. Excuse me. This one's the first gen, so it doesn't have the front serrations. It's not optics ready, anything like that. I got this when the X series like first came out. This one's like my workhorse. I use this for everything. A lot of rounds through this guy. Over here is my I don't know why gun. So this is a Magnum Research Desert Eagle 50 Action Express, of course, because it shouldn't be in any other caliber. I don't normally ask my wife for permission to, or sorry, my fiance. I don't normally ask her for permission to buy a gun. This specific one I did. I walked up to her and I was like, honey, I want to buy a Desert Eagle. And she looked at me, and rather than say no or anything, she's like, why? And my response was actually very adult. I said, I don't know. I just really want it. So the rule was, she said, if I get to pick the color, or she said, if she gets to pick the color, I can buy the gun. So she chose the tungsten gray. Really fun gun to shoot. This is a once in a blue moon gun, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Over here, one of the newest guns to the collection. This is an M9A4, Beretta's new boy on the market. I have fired 100 rounds through this. Like I have not shot this gun at all. I'm trying to source the optic plate so that way I can throw like a delta point or something on there. But up here in Canada, we always get everything last to begin with, so I'm not holding my breath anytime soon that we're going to see the optics plates from Beretta. I'd be more inclined to see the aftermarket up here before something from them. But this gun's like brand new. It hasn't been shot at all. I'm waiting for the optic because I want to run this as an optics gun. Other than that, no work done to it. Up here is my optics workhorse. This is a SIG P320 X5. This is not an X5 Legion. This is just a standard X5. This has been my competition gun for quite some time now. I know it's a little strange, you know, you're hearing Kyle running SIGs, but I got to tell you guys, the X5s, I love that gun. I really do. It's probably my second favorite gun to shoot. Now, you see this thing? This thing has seen some shit. Like it's starting to get some pretty solid wear and tear on it. Round count on this guy's at about 3,000. Not terribly high. I have been using it more and more. But yeah, so anyways, the gun itself, so obviously you can see it's got the tungsten grip module. So it's got, I changed out the standard X5 grip for the X5, or the TXG grip series, so the tungsten infused grip. I put the Talon Pro Series grip again on it. I don't remember the manufacturer of this optic plate. The optic is a Loophole Delta Point Pro. The X5, not the X5 Legion, the X5 series guns is not compatible with the Loophole Delta Point. You actually need an adapter for it. Had I known that at the time, I wouldn't have bought the X5, but no big deal. I just get the plate. Over here, my baby, this is a Dan Wesson LASD Specialist. I'm not usually a 1911 guy, but I figured if I'm going to do a 1911, I'm going to get a higher end one. Like, get something, like, nice. Something really nice to have. So this is the special edition Dan Wesson. So this is the LASD DSP. So that stands for Los Angeles Sheriff's Department Deputy Sheriff Patrol. I love this gun. I love shooting this gun. I don't shoot it terribly often. It's probably only got about 700, maybe 800 rounds through it. But I love shooting it. And that one's a 45. The newest gun to the collection, brand new, unfired. Check that out. FN 509 LS Edge. Bet you never would have saw me buying an FN. Or at least not a 9mm FN. I had an FN X45 for a while. I hated it. So this one, again, bone stock gun, nothing fancy. I threw a Vortex 6 MOA Venom on there. I don't know how I feel about the Vortex yet. I still think I prefer the Delta Point, but I haven't fired this gun yet, so I wanna get out and play with it. I hear the trigger is absolutely horrendous. The gun itself is nice, but the trigger's terrible, so we'll see how that plays out. Hello, kitty. That's SIG, for anybody asking. All right, my other baby, SIG P320 AXG Pro Blue. This guy here, I have been running this pretty much religiously. You can see it's still dirty. I haven't cleaned this. This thing, I've been running this for quite some time, and I fucking love it. I love this gun. I didn't think I would, but after getting the new grips and everything on it, I can't go back. I love the AXG Pro. It's been running it mainly as my standard gun for IPSC. Where it's my plan to run it is that I'm actually running my first match with it at the end of July. So the modification-wise, it's pretty bone stock. Still got I haven't put a dot on it or anything like that. I love these sights, by the way. The only modifications I've done the Armory Craft extended takedown lever. Gives you a nice little thumb rest. And I've put the lock grips. I think this is the Veloce or Veloce or however you say it. I've got that on both the sides and the rear back strap. The factory grips, in terms of ergonomics, were great. The problem with them is they have no texture to them. They're not aggressive at all. So these guys are nice and sharp and actually give you some purchase on the gun. Over here, my striker fire workhorse, my Beretta PX. Just an outstanding little gun. I've got a bazillion amount of rounds through that thing. And it's just, that thing has always been my workhorse. I absolutely love the APX line. I know this is coming from a Beretta guy. I like my SIGs more than this guy, but I do still love my APX. I still do take it out quite a bit. Now, I do have other guns in the there are other handguns in the house, but they all actually legally belong to my fiance, so they're not mine to show. She might do her own gun collection video at some point, but that's up to her. And last but very not least, my Beretta 92 FS Brigadier in the full inox. Most of the Americans call it a Ghost, where it's got all of the stainless controls, stainless screws, everything. Ugh. Just dropped the phone there. So you can see it's got that nice, heavy, reinforced slide. I bought this off a guy who was getting out of the sport. I don't know if he's getting out of the sport or what he's doing, but I bought this off a guy. I've always wanted a Brigadier. Like the classic Brigadier, more so for the collection. I've done zero modifications to this. It's got the D hammer spring in it, and I put the blue lock Veloce grips on it. That's all that's been done to this gun. I really enjoy shooting this. I don't shoot it a lot, but I really enjoy shooting it. Good old 9mm. Pretty much everything. I've gotten away from all the calibers. I've got 50 AE, 45, and 9. Those are all the calibers that I own. But that's that. So anyways, sorry for being gone so long, guys. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see y'all next time.